Someone disappears into an office, writes a procedure, prints it out, laminates it, and then wonders why nobody follows it. Most manufacturing companies don't actually have SOPs, and the ones that say they do often don't really use them. And the reason isn't time. It's not software, and it's definitely not because the people don't care. The real reason SOPs don't exist or don't stick is that leaders struggle to get the team on board. And to be fair to the team, most SOPs they've seen deserve the resistance. If you've been on the shop floor long enough, you've probably seen this. Someone disappears into an office, writes a procedure, prints it out, laminates it, and then wonders why nobody follows it. That's not an SOP problem. That's a respect problem. Teams don't resist SOPs because they hate standards. They resist SOPs because standards are usually done to them, not with them. They're written by people who don't do the work. They're created for audits, not for reality. And they lock in bad processes instead of improving them. And they're used to police people, not support them for success. People don't resist standards, they resist handcuffs. So let's reset this. A good SOP is not a rule book, it's not paperwork, and it's definitely not about control. An SOP is simply the best known way of doing the work today. And here's the important part. It should be written by the people who do the work. When that happens, something shifts. The SOP stops being management's document and starts being our agreement. Now, when SOPs are done properly, and this is the bit most people miss, the benefits are massive. So let's talk about the top 5. Number 1, less firefighting. Good SOPs reduce variation, and variation is what creates chaos. When everyone has their own way of doing the job, problems feel random. When there's a clear standard, problems stand out. Less firefighting, less heroics, more predictable days. Number 2, faster onboarding and flexibility. If it takes 6 months for someone to become effective, that's not a people problem. That's a process problem. Good SOPs shorten the learning curve. They allow people to move between tasks, and they reduce dependency on the one person who knows how to do it. Number 3, quality without babysitting. When the standard is clear and visual, quality stops depending on who's on the shift. People don't have to guess what good looks like. The process moves the right way. It's obvious. That's how you improve quality without hovering over people. Number 4, safety by design. Here's something important. People take shortcuts when the standard isn't clear, not because they're careless, but because they're trying to get the job done. Good SOPs make hazards visible. They build safety into the work. And if a hazard isn't in the SOP, it will eventually be discovered the hard way. Number 5, a foundation for continuous improvement. You cannot improve on chaos. You can only improve a standard. SOPs create the baseline. Every improvement is a deliberate change from a known way of working. That's how learning sticks. That's how improvement becomes normal. There are a couple of my favorite lean quotes around this subject. Taiichi Ohno, founder of the Toyota production system, once said, "Without standards, there can be no improvement." Another great quote is from Masaki Imai, founder of the Kaizen Institute. "It is impossible to improve any process until it is standardized. If the process is shifting from here to there, then any improvement will just be one more variation." That last one hurts. Now, here's the uncomfortable truth. Bad SOPs are worse than no SOPs. If they don't reflect reality, people will ignore them, and they're right to. If they're written in isolation, they create resentment. And if they never change, they kill improvement. An SOP that doesn't help the operator isn't a standard, It's noise. So if your team won't engage with SOPs, the question isn't why won't they follow them? The real question is why wouldn't they help create them? Engagement comes after respect, not before. This video attempts to fix the idea that SOPs are bureaucracy. When they're done properly, SOPs reduce stress, improve safety, protect quality, and give people a voice on how the work is done. And that's not just paperwork, that's leadership. And if you're serious about doing SOPs the right way, there's one final problem that most companies hit. Even when the leaders want the team involved, the tools get in the way. Long wall of text documents, complicated software that's super time consuming to execute, and the business doesn't have the resources or time to make it happen. And that's exactly why we built Kanbans. It's the only tool designed to make it easy for the people adding the value to create and improve SOPs themselves, no matter where the Kanban is, on the shop floor, in the office, or anywhere where the real work actually happens. If you want SOPs that people respect, use, and improve, start by giving them a tool that respects how they work. Download the Kanbans app or visit kanbans.com to get started. And thanks for watching.